Hello. Welcome back to a new episode of Shit's Hard. I'm your host, Amber. Today we are talking about new shit is hard. Okay? Because new shit is hard. Basically, for the intro today, we're just going to be talking about routines, holiday, and how it throws your routine off. We're going to talk about change. Change is good, usually. Cassie comes next week, which is my best friend from home. And I'm super excited. And I'm going to be making my plan for that. And then we're also going to be hitting on financial guilt, which isn't new shit. Unfortunately for me, that's been reoccurring shit for a long time. But that's okay. So let's get into it. New shit. Getting into a new routine. So long story short, like I said, I've been out of my routine for like 3 weeks now, just with holidays. And we've had a lot of like guests staying over, which is fine. Like it's usually honestly fun when someone from Ohio comes out. But, like, my roommate's sister was here, now my other roommate's girlfriend is here, and then my friend's coming. It's just, like, a lot back-to-back, which, like I said, it's usually fun when people are here, but it just, like, completely throws me off routine, because then I'm eating out more, I'm not eating my groceries are going bad, I'm not working out, because I'm, like, doing other fun shit with these people. I've been trying to stay on track, but it's been half working. It's been... a third. I've been doing okay. But change is another thing I wanted to hit on because I think that change is good, usually. I like change. I usually like new things. I like moving to new places, eating new food, whatever. Obviously, some change sucks and is hard, but I've recently switched jobs, so that's been kind of a change. Definitely a new schedule. I've been getting up way earlier. And I've had a gym change. I stopped going to my old gym, which is different and difficult. But I'm working on getting into a new gym because I don't know what I'm thinking. I really like lifting. The new gym that I'm at right now is just classes. And so it's like half strengthening, half cardio, which is good because I was not doing cardio before. But like a lot of times I like doing my own thing in the gym. It's kind of my time to like mentally relax and focus on me. Classes are good and great, especially for getting motivated and seeing your friends there or whatever. But I think I really developed like a personal relationship with the gym and was kind of like going there just for me, myself, and I, and to spend time with myself, which I kind of liked. So I think I got to get back into a gym that just has like free weights, dumbbells, machines, and shit like that. But it's good. Change is good. You know, like I said, I've been doing more cardio than I did before, so that's good. It's a good change. I like my job better now, so that's good. That's a good change. It's just different, you know, like I said, new habits, new schedule, new freaking, like, food schedule. I eat at a different time now, so it's just different. And it's like at the same time that I switched jobs was the same time that the holidays were hitting. And then, like, everything was out of whack because my whole schedule was changing anyways. And then I have this new job. And then, like, even if I wanted to go to the gym, like, I don't know. It was just, like, everything at once was changing and happening at the same time. And it was just kind of, like, a lot. So I'm trying to get into a new routine and get, like, I don't know. I think I need to start writing shit down. Ever since I've been in Los Angeles, I've been using Google Calendar. And I like it, I think. Like, it's pretty good, like... just for, like, general organization-wise, but I feel like daily organization, it's not for me. Like, I like looking at my whole month spread out, and usually, like, before I go to bed, I look at my calendar for the next day and just, like, whatever, get caught up on, like, what time I need to do shit. And it's super nice because, like, when anyone tells me, like, hey, can you be at this, like, at this date at this time, I used to have, like, a physical calendar. And then if I didn't have it on me, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll get back to you. But now I can just whip out my phone, be like, no, I'm busy, or yeah, let me put that in. And it's much easier to keep track of shit that way. But I feel like I need like a daily, like, I don't know. This is my conundrum. Oh, that was a fire alarm. I wonder if you guys just heard that. Sorry, one of my roommates is cooking right now. Anyways, I need like a daily way to like break down what I'm doing for that day, because if I'm not working that day, sometimes I feel like I'm unproductive. And I don't want to get into like, oh, some days I can relax, because I can, but like also some of the tasks that I want to get done really are not that long or big or whatever. Like cleaning the bathroom for me. just is the biggest task in the world, and I just can't pull myself to do it. But truly, when I do it, it actually takes less than 30 minutes. Like, it really does not take that long at all. But shit's fucking hard. Like, I don't know. The bathroom is always haunting me. Like, it's just gonna take forever, or I'm not gonna enjoy it, probably is really what it is. But I noticed this is my current daily schedule. I have a note in my phone. It's called shit I gotta do, or shit I gotta get done, or something. I think it's shit I gotta do. And at the top, I have bullet points of just like general things that need to get done generally, like in a week. Like, it might be something like schedule an appointment or something. Yeah, something that isn't like pressing, but like I should get to when I can. And then I have in bold, I have a breakdown of like, it goes from like 5 a.m. to like 11 p.m. hourly. And then sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I don't always do this, but I think it works when I do it. When I'm up in the morning, I usually get up, brush my face, do my facial routine, take the dogs out, and then I make breakfast. And as I'm sitting down at breakfast, I go through this list and I delete everything from the last time that I used it. And then I start like whatever time it is. So like, say like I don't work this day and it's like it's like 9 a.m. or whatever. I start at 9 and like maybe I'll go to the bullet point list, look at shit that I haven't fucking done, and then I'll add shit that does need to get done. And then I'll go down to my hourly and I'll just start to put those things in place and just start to put in like, all right, well, 9 a.m., it's already 9:30. Like, I'm not going to put much for that hour. Maybe I'll just put down breakfast. And then after breakfast, I'll just put down like, for today, I kind of had like, I don't know, I had like study for my personal certification, getting to schedule my exam for that because I'm getting close to the end. I need to record this podcast and edit it. And like, I think with the time breakdown, it really helps too, because some stuff is time sensitive. So like, I've really made it a point to get this podcast out Mondays at 6 p.m. So like, that one needs to happen earlier in the day because I really want it to release at 6 p.m. Whereas, something like studying, okay, well, I could do that after I finish editing. Or like, I do want to get to the gym today. And like I said, the gym I'm at has classes. So those are time sensitive. I can't just go on my own time. I have to go in a class as scheduled, that kind of thing. So I do think this method helps. I do think but I don't know. I feel like there might be a better way. I mean, I like it because it's paper free. So for one, we're not wasting paper every day, but also it's just always on me. Like, I don't know, I've always been a by hand person. I've always been a physical calendar kind of person until I moved to LA. So this is a recent thing. And the only thing about like a physical calendar, because I think I do like physical paper better usually. I just like pen and paper. But it was never fucking on me. I never kept it on me. And it's one of those things where if you don't like go check it, you won't know what's in it. Whereas like when it's on my phone, like Google Calendar is sending me a notification 30 minutes before or whatever I set it to even like remind me of what the fuck's going on. So like, or even my little note, like say like I wanted to get laundry done that day. And I'm downstairs in the laundry room thinking like, oh shit, when I switch this over, like what can I do in that 45 minutes? I can just whip out my phone and check really fast. Like, it's so convenient having that kind of thing on your phone. But I don't know, I do like physical calendars too. So I don't know. I'm just like, and I feel like I've been bad lately. Bad as in like I've been out of routine for 3 weeks. Now, this method was working for me prior to 3 weeks, like for like probably three months. And then the holidays hit and I switched jobs and everything went to shit. And I honestly stopped using the note because it just like, it was holidays and people were here and I was excited and I was pushing things off that I should be doing because there was more fun things that I wanted to be doing, which I should do. I should do that. But I don't know. That's definitely some shit we're working on this week, is creating an organized schedule system that's gonna work week to week. Like, let's get fucking organized. It's 2023. Like, we're doing this shit. I just want to have my shit together this year. That's my New Year's resolution, get my shit together. But so that's something that I'm thinking about stewing with. But hopefully, and I hate to like be this kind of person. Like, I'm low key excited for the holidays to be over, just because like then I can get my life back together. I do love the holidays and I love having fun. And I love hanging out with people and socializing and all that stuff. I really do. But like by the end of it, I'm just so ready to like go back to normal and like like when people come, then my grocery schedule's fucked up and someone's visiting, and then I know we're gonna be eating out more because they're gonna want to take us out to dinner. So then it's like, do I even buy groceries? Or then if I do, and then they go bad, and then it's just like, that's one thing that pisses me off. I mean, not like, I'm not mad at anyone in particular. I'm just mad at myself for like probably poor planning, really. But you know, you don't always plan what you're gonna eat and all that shit, and then it's like last minute and whatever. And like I said, I love that kind of stuff. Like if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't do it. The issue is I love that kind of stuff, and so I am like, oh, there's food at home. Well, whatever. Like it's Christmas. Like we'll just go get some lunch. Like it's Christmas. Like we can do something special. I'm a holiday spender. Like all that shit that's like holiday like themed to like get people to spend more money during the holidays. It works on me. I'm not gonna lie. It does, but I don't feel guilty about that because I'm actually really good with my money all throughout the year. I'm very good at budgeting, and I'm very good at not spending money on shit that I don't need. So I do think that when I decide that I want to spend money and I convince myself it's Christmas, enjoy your holiday, you know, I can be a little more spendy. I can get my coffee out instead of making it at home. I think that's okay. I do. I think it's okay. You have to reward yourself sometimes. Like honestly, sometimes you need a little treat. You really do. And you've earned it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to live guilt-free from this holiday routine shit too. Kind of going along with what I just said though. And I think I've mentioned this a million times, like I get so guilty when I'm unproductive, when my food schedule isn't together, when my gym schedule isn't together, like, I definitely guilt myself on days that I feel quote unquote unproductive. But one that I've never mentioned before, and it's funny I never mentioned this because I definitely feel this way, but I don't feel this way often. It really comes up around the holidays or like quote unquote special events or whatever the fuck. Is finances, financial guilt. And this is something that I really do struggle with. I mean, equivalent to food and gym. And honestly, this is probably just like, this is stuff that I should really work on. And I am working on it. And that's why I'm talking about it with you guys. Because if you guys feel this way, we're going to work through it to fucking together. I just had two fucking together. All right, anyways. But financial guilt, for real. Like I said, during the holidays, I can be a little bit of a holiday. I don't even know what you would call it, but I can be, I'm thinking of like a word. I don't know. Let's just say a punk. Like I'll be got on the holidays. Like all the time when people are trying to like sell holiday shit. I mean, not all the time, but like for sure. Like I don't go out to restaurants often during like the week, during like the regular year. I don't buy my coffee out like weekly even, I would say. Just because like I'm fairly good at budgeting. I pride myself in this. But also I have money anxiety, and that's part of why I don't spend a lot of money, because it stresses me out. And this is kind of not really unrelated, but like sometimes when I buy something expensive, like say like, oh, I've been thinking about it. And then I'm like, you know what, bite the bullet. You want it. You've been thinking about it for over a month. You have the money. Let's do it. Like as soon as I pay for it, I'm overwhelmed. Like I'm overwhelmed with like a sense of like, fuck, like, shit, that is like gonna leave my account now. Like, I'm like, was it worth it? It usually was. But that's kind of something I really want to talk about, because I do think I should alleviate myself of financial guilt, especially because, like I said, I pay off my credit card. Like, I'm not out here doing some crazy shit, but like, for real, like if I go out to breakfast with my friends one time in like a month, I would say, honestly, like it's not often that we do stuff all together around here. Mostly because me and my roommates are all on a different schedule, and we just have lives, and we're all balling on a budget. So none of us are really trying to like blow money every fucking week. But usually like, yeah, when someone's in town or something, we'll be like, okay, yeah, like let's do breakfast, let's do lunch or whatever. And I could always just like feel guilty about it. Or like before I go, I'll be like, oh, should I even go? Or I used to do this trick when I was younger. My friend Brittany taught me this little trick, because she used to fucking do this shit. But in high school, like my parents wouldn't give me money to go out to eat with my friends. Or like, if they would, it would be like $10 to go to like B-Dubs, which if you know B-Dubs, even like when I was 16, so that was what, 6 years ago or something. That's math is wrong. Oh, actually, no, it's right. I'm 22. So that was even 6 years ago, but still, $10 a B-dubs really doesn't get you very far. Like, or I could maybe get like the chicken wings, like probably no fries and no drink. But I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm not mad about that. But, like I said, then it wasn't even often that they would offer. But mind you, I had a job in high school. Okay, so like it's not like I couldn't, I had a little bit of fucking money and I didn't have bills, so it's like could very easily pay for my own shit. But I hated paying for shit for a long time. I hate spending money. I've always hated it. Even ever since I had a job, I just like, I don't know. I like having money, and I was spending on myself, but, this is the trick. We would go to a restaurant and there would be like a big group of girls and they'd be like, oh, we should go to whatever. And obviously me, a social fucking butterfly, easily coaxed into this shit. Like a moth to a flame. I'm like, yes, I'm going to dinner. Like that sounds fun. I love socializing. I love restaurants. I love going out to dinner. It's like my favorite thing to do is like sit down at like a cute restaurant and a cute place, overlook some like nice scenery or whatever the fuck, like eat that shit up. And so I would always go, always. I was never going to miss an opportunity. I was an opportunist when I was younger. I was like, I still am. I'm just not going to miss out on that for any reason. However, if it has to do with money, my friend Brittany, we used to do this, she would just eat dinner before she went. And then she would show up and she was remotely full, and usually she would just get a water and she wouldn't even end up with a bill. And I started doing that too. I was like, shit, well, like, yeah, I still get to socialize, have fun, be there. I'm full because I already ate. Like, eat dinner before you go. Don't plan on trying to eat dinner after you go because that will not work. But I would eat before I was going. I was to be full when I was there. Even if I wanted to order something, like, I'd be too full to eat anything. Or like maybe even just get an appetizer at that point. Or like I would maybe sometimes just get like a Coke or something. So like I still ordered something. But yeah, that was the trick of the trade. Was yeah, just fucking eat at home, go to the restaurant, and socialize. It's a win-win. But yeah, now that I'm older and I have my own money and my own finances, and a credit card, and I've been good about the credit card, remotely good. I also got a credit card when I was 22. I'm a little mad about that. Mom and Dad, if you're listening to this, I do blame you for that. They actually had my other siblings get credit cards when they were in college, and I think they just forgot to like teach me that lesson, and I just never got a credit card. And I'm not super mad because in college maybe I would have been a little more irresponsible. I don't think so because like I said, I've always been super savvy and with money. But I would have like learned at a younger age, and I would have started building credit, and I would have like learned how to like manage my own money, I feel like, because when I was in college, and we'll just be super honest on this podcast, I didn't pay for my college, my parents did. I'm very privileged. And they also paid for my rent in college. Very privileged, very grateful for that. So I wasn't really paying bills. I mean, I think I paid my Wi-Fi bill or something, some bullshit, and my groceries and that kind of thing. So I mean, I had a job too, but like, anyways, actually, no, we're gonna be really honest. I think my dad would send me money for groceries. I think he did all 4 years. Okay, so yeah, I was super, super privileged. Jesus Christ. Super lucky girl. But with that, and I worked a little bit in college too, but yeah, I feel like then, like, not having bills to pay, but having a credit card, it would have been a better, like, learning zone for me to, like, balance, because now I got a credit card and I pay rent at the same time, and I have like less money than I ever have before. I had like more money when I didn't pay any bills, well, obviously, which is kind of funny because I worked less hours then. But anyways, that was good. I was a saver at that time too. But yeah, I feel super guilty about finances and money, and especially holiday spending. But I'm working on it because I want to mention this TikTok that I feel like some people have probably seen. Actually, I don't even think I've seen the TikTok. I've just seen people talking about the TikTok. But basically, this girl was in Paris. She's 21 years old. She's like posting about how she took a trip to Europe. And she says in the video, she's like, yeah, this costs a lot of money. And she was like, well, by no means was like wealthy or had her parents paying for any of it. But she said, I'll never be 21 in Paris again. And I know it sounds like cheesy as fuck, and everyone else was like quoting the TikTok and was like, and a lot of older people were quoting the TikTok and stitching the TikTok and saying, yeah, like I'm 50 years old and blah, blah, blah. And I should have done more with my money because it wouldn't, like that money wasn't going to get me very much farther but those experiences would have lasted you a lifetime. And that's something I'm working on because I've always been super like save, budget, whatever. Like we're thinking about buying a house, like let's get our shit together. And my partner is kind of opposite, but I think it's like a good opposite because if it weren't for him, I'd never do anything fun. I'd never spend any money. And I've worked on this a lot and I've definitely gotten better. And honestly, like my budgeting it's not like I've like declined on my credit card or anything like that. I'm still paying my bills, but at the same time, I'm still like learning the little balance of like, oh, I do have a little bit of extra cash and I should be spending it. I'm never going to be 21 in Los Angeles again. Probably never going to be this age with these friends in Los Angeles because, you know, shit happens fast here and who knows what's going to happen next year with people moving and leaving and life's changing and jobs and relationships and whatever. So, I don't know. So I'm trying to find the balance in between of like, yes, I want to be financially responsible and one day I would love to be financially free. And that's always been my save, maybe invest, blah, 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 whatever. But I do have a level of respect for people who are a little bit more spontaneous with their money. Because sometimes I look at them and I'm like, that can never be me. But they're having fun. Like, they're having a good time. And I've been that way with clothes. And I've been changing with clothes a little bit since I've been out here because I'm trying to, like, find my sense of style. And, like, I want to have clothes that, like, represent me. And I felt like I never really had that before. And that's just part of, like, growing up in your 20s or whatever. I'm figuring it out. The shit's hard. We're fucking working on it, all right? But clothes cost fucking money, and that fucking sucks because like you're just trying to like find out who you are, and you have to spend money to find out who you are, which is stupid. But thrifting's always a thing, and I'm just working on like just being really logical about it. So like, long story short, I really love those blousey like silk tops that girls wear. With like the bigger, like the sleeve is like a little bit bigger. It's almost like a little bit of like a bell-ish. I'm talking about like a typical white button-up silky shirt. It looks kind of like a business shirt. But then like maybe those ends where the sleeves is a little bit more bell-like. And like girls wear them, I feel like a lot with like the straight leg pants, jeans or whatever. And I just think it looks so cute. And I thought about this shirt for a long time and I've seen them before. And honestly, I've never really seen one specifically that I liked in store. But also I just hate spending money. But I found one at Target the other day and they only had one in the color that I wanted. It was like a champagne color and it was my size. And my roommate was like, okay, you need to just get it. Like, you talk about these fucking shirts all the time. And she's right. I comment on them like every time we'd pass them in a store. But it was like $22. And I was like, I don't want to fucking spend $22 on this shirt right now. But I got it. And I'm glad I did because honestly, I have a ton of clothes that would go with it. And like I said, like once I've been wanting something for like a month, I feel like it's fair game. Like if you just saw it in the store, you've never seen anything like it before. Okay, maybe like let's reconsider. And I've been working on that one because honestly, looking back, I feel like, oh my God, I've spent a lot of money on clothes since I've been here. I'm going to take a guess right now and say like probably $200 since August in 4 months on clothes, which sounds like a lot to me, honestly. I don't know if that sounds like a lot to you, but at the same time, when I think about it, like when is the last time, I just got some sweatpants the other day that I found at Dick's and I love them. And the reason that I got them was because I had been borrowing my roommate's sweatpants like 3 times. I loved them. I love how they fit. I liked some outfits with them. I like the idea of dressing them up and like dressing them down. Honestly, we'll just get even a little bit closer. Like sometimes I don't want to like wear tight pants. It's just like, I can't do that. I don't want to wear a thong, whatever. Like I don't want to. And I just like wearing cozy sweatpants. And so I bought the sweatpants and sweatpants aren't cheap. They're at Dick's, but like I knew it was an investment piece that I was going to wear often. And I do. I mean, they're in my laundry every single week because I wear them every week. But like that is like definitely a financial way that I felt guilty as of lately because especially around the holiday season, I was even worse because I was out at the mall shopping for other people for gifts. And then I would buy myself shit. But to be honest, that's uncommon for me. And I don't feel guilty about it. Or at least I'm working on it. I definitely would feel guilty like after the purchase is really when I would feel guilty. Or like at the checkout counters where I feel the most guilt. Then usually by the time I get home, I feel excited and like happy. And I like share what I got. And I show my boyfriend the fashion show of everything I purchased. And then I feel good and happy and confident. And then especially throughout the week when I have more outfits to wear that I honestly feel like represent me, I feel happier. Like that's such a confidence boost, and it's worth it. But yeah, just financial guilt is a stressor, especially around the holidays. I mean, food and gym guilt for sure. I've been feeling that as well, but yeah, I never talk about finances on you. I'll probably do an episode called Finances Are Hard, because we're going to get our shit together on that one too. We really are. We're going to be budgeting baddies who have a little bit to spare to have fun and hang out, and then a little bit more to spare for a fucking savings account, because we're financially responsible here. But it's a balance. All a fucking balance. This whole shit's a balancing act. I'm going to make a fucking episode called Balance is Hard. It's just be like everything in life is balanced. Is trying to find the balance, I feel like. But yeah, low-key ready for the holidays to end, just to get back into routine. I also, like, on the daily, like I said, I already have these habits where, like, I really don't spend a lot of money, and that's part of my routine that I've been out of since the holidays, and that's what I'm looking forward to getting back to. Like, throughout my week, like, I get up, I make this little schedule, I take my dogs out, I work out, I go to the gym, I make this podcast, I've been studying lately, and I work, like, there's not really much time during the week that I really go out, like, would have time to go to a coffee shop or a restaurant. Like, me and my boyfriend's schedules are pretty opposite during the week. So, like, it's kind of easy for me Monday through Saturday to, like, stay on track. Because I don't know. It's just like a busy week usually. There's just, like, stuff to do. Another thing we're going to talk about guilt really quick, then we'll move on. Skincare. I've been so focused on skincare lately, and it's fucking expensive to try and, like, invest in your skincare and try and, like, find what works for you, and then you buy a product and then, like, that one doesn't work or it makes you break out, and so, like, that's another $15 down the drain. And, like, every good, I feel like, skincare product is, like, minimum $20 for, like, something small. Like, I've just been trying the pharmacy, I think it's Halo something, Honey Halo moisturizer, because it's so moisturizing. Now that I'm in California, my skin's so fucking dry out here. It's dry as a bone. I'm trying to, like, really load it up with moisture and hydration, because I didn't have that in Ohio. I didn't have that problem because it's humid there. And I've just, like, really been trying to, like, get to know my skin, and it's been tough because I've switched birth controls, like, 3 times in the last fucking 4 months, and so, like, my skin's all out of whack, my hormones all out of whack. And I just keep buying products, and I'm really trying to invest in myself, and I'm trying to really, like, look at the ingredients, like, make sure, like, I'm getting my bang for my buck, like, and I said, that pharmacy, Honey Halo is literally $48. $48, and it's, like, not big. It's not that big. I've had it for, like, a month, and I have, like, a fourth left. And that's another guilt. It's like I feel guilty for spending money on skincare, but at the same time, like, I'm trying to get to know me. Like, I came out here especially to be in my 20s, to grow the fuck up, to get to know myself, to get to know my skin, my fashion, like, everything about myself. And I really do want to, like, work on my skin, get to know my body better, but, like, you gotta spend money for all this shit. And I hate that. I hate spending money. But I think for the record, I do think the Honey Halo was a good investment. Like, I know it's a good product. I know there's no harsh chemicals in it. Could I probably get the same hydration from something else? Honestly, probably. I'm really debating right now, like, when it runs out, am I going to rebuy it, or am I going to try something else? I don't know. All this shit's expensive. Being a person's expensive. Being a girl's expensive, actually. It really is. But we'll move on. So, shit we're working on this week is we're going to create an organized schedule system. We're going to make 2023 our bitch. We're going to stay on track. Because honestly, once I make a schedule, like, truly the day feels easy. The overbearing, stressful, and, like, part of the day is figuring out, like, all the shit I got to get done and when. But once I, like, write it down and get it down, it's easy peasy. So, like, truly, if you're struggling with that too, I feel like just try to find, like, a method to the madness. Just try to find, like, your physical calendar, your daily calendar, like, whatever one you like to. Like, your calendar has to match you. Like, some people want, like, a big piece of paper for one day where they can write down all their shit they're doing that day. Some people just want, like, a little box, and, like, they just want to look at the month. They just want to look at the month and, like, very quickly short things that they're doing that day. So, like, I don't know. We're working on that. We're going to get that down fucking pat, and we're going to work on releasing guilt from an off-track holiday season. That's in regards to gym, food, and finances, because whatever the fuck happened last month, in regards to routine, food, fitness, we can't change it now. And that doesn't fucking matter. So we're moving forward. Our eyes are on 2023. And all we can do is change our habits for today and tomorrow. We cannot change the ones that happened yesterday. So we're going to get back on track. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make a schedule. We're going to get back on track. We're going to have a system, and it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. I'm also going to make my plan for Cassie to get here because I'm so excited. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what she wants to do. I should probably call her because I don't know, like, if I want to make a plan for every day of shit that we want to do, or she's not really like that, though. She doesn't really give a fuck about much. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just have her show up and see what the fuck she wants. One thing we are going to do is, I don't know if any of you guys watch New Girl, but the bar that they were at, New Girl, is a real place in Koreatown in Los Angeles. And I went there already. Food, so fucking good. It's a bar. It's only 21 and up. But food, so fucking good. Like, literally amazing. I think I just got, like, chicken fried rice. It was so good. My boyfriend got, like, soy sauce chicken wings. So good. My roommate got, like, veggie dumplings. All so good. Food was amazing. Cocktails were amazing. A little bit expensive, but I mean, you're in LA, so like, what the fuck do you expect? And it was so fun and cute because we were at the New Girl place. So I think I'm gonna take her there. As one dinner I have planned for 7 days. So we'll see. But thank you for joining me on this episode of Shit's Hard. New shit is hard, but we're gonna figure this shit out together. We're gonna do a little fucking. This is my outro. I don't know why I announced that to you guys. I'm looking at my, like, outline right now, and I, like, sometimes I just read shit out before I think about it. But you can always answer some questions in the polls on the Spotify episode. So we're going to be asking, do you feel holiday guilt from spending money during the holidays? Let me know. Let me know if I'm alone in this, because it would be nice to not be. And then also, how do you schedule your days, weeks, and months? What works for you? Are you doing Google Calendar? Are you doing physical shit? You planning out your daily tasks? You have a to-do list in your fucking notes app? Let me know. And we're gonna swap ideas. We're gonna figure this shit out together. Thank you so much for joining me again on this episode of Shit's Hard. I'm your host, Amber, and I'll see you on the next one, because this shit's hard.